Hey guys, and this is Samuel Carrillo's Movie Corner here, and now I'm going to be showing something interesting this year for this holiday season. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my very first ever Christmas Corner video with my Christmas decorations this year. Yeah! Now, this is the Christmas tree we have right there. This is my Christmas presents. I'm gonna be excited this month. This year, we got Wednesday is gonna be December 1st, and we got my Christmas presents over there. Got my record player, my two records, and I got my presents from my Aunt Ruby as well. And gonna look forward to my Sega Genesis. This is gonna be exciting news when my brother-in-law Mike's getting me my super cool record player like myself. I'm a rock star from my teen years, and got my look by this Friday, December 3rd. I am ready for my great purple Nintendo 64 bundle with an expansion pack and a extra controller and memory card and my favorite N64 games. Now to my review over to my Disney Plus and Paramount Plus. Alright guys, now we're going to discuss over the Disney Plus and the Paramount Plus section. First, let's go over to Disney Plus, you guys. And Disney Plus and Paramount Plus are awesome, as well as watching VHS tapes. They have like everything for Disney Plus. They have Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. I remember that one when I was a teenager, along with my favorite children's shows. And they got everything. They got the Beatles. I'm always gonna love my favorite. I love rock and heavy metal music so much, including the Beatles. That was my teenage years in high school. They got Training. They got Home Alone. It's got The Simpsons, everything but The Simpsons. And I've been a huge Simpsons fan since I was a teenager. I'm a huge Simpsons fan forever and ever. They got Home Sweet Home Alone. Man, I might watch that. I might watch Home Sweet Home Alone as well. It will be my favorite movie along with the first 5 Home Alone movies. There's Santa Claus, very good one. They got Wreck-It Ralph, a goofy movie. I have yet to get that movie on VHS as with the sticker label. And Jungle Book, I have the 1997 VHS. There's Wreck-It Ralph. Nightmare Before Christmas, I managed to get that on VHS. Frozen 2, one of my favorite ones. There's a Lion King, I have that on VHS at home. Alice in Wonderland, I have the VHS, which is a 1991 VHS. I'm actually get the 1995 VHS as soon as I can. There's the Peanuts movie. Awesome movie. I went to see the Peanuts movie since 6 years ago. There's Toy Story 2. I'm actually get that on VHS. I have Finding Nemo on VHS. There's Finding Nemo. I have the VHS copy. 101 Dalmatians, got it on VHS. There's Cinderella, one of my favorite Disney movies when I was a baby back in the day. I have that on VHS with the 1995 and the 1988 VHS as well. Let's go to your search. Go to movies. You can choose any movies I like. They got any movies. Let's go to A to Z right now. It's got 101 Dalmatians 2, Patches London, one of my favorite Disney sequels. Bugs Life, match to get that on VHS as soon as I can. There's A Kid in King Arthur's Court, really good one. There's The Absent-Minded Professor, really good film. The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. There's Aladdin, one of my favorite movies. There's Alice in Wonderland, we already talked about that. And there's The Aristocats, one of my favorite movies because I love kitty cats. I prefer dogs the best. There's Bambi and Bambi 2, both my favorite movies. There's Beauty and the Beast, one of my favorites. Bedknobs and Broomsticks, one of my favorite movies. There's also The Braveville Toaster, and Cinderella 1, 2, and 3, both my favorite Disney sequels. There's Clouds, and there's Fox and the Hound, Fox and the Hound 2, really good one. There's Good Dinosaur, that one's awesome for me, along with Toy Story. There's The Great Mouse Detective, really awesome movie. And there's Home Alone 2, and Home Alone 3. I'm actually watch all 3 before I watch the 4 and 5. And Home Sweet Home Alone on my Disney Plus as soon as I can. And I'll Be Home for Christmas. That's a good movie. There's the Incredibles movies. Oh, Inspector Gadget. I always love Inspector Gadget and Inspector Gadget 2 from my teenage years, along with the 80s cartoon from the Inspector Gadget from my teenage years in the 2010s, along with my favorite children's shows too. It was a long time ago. There's The Jungle Book 2, really awesome movie. There's also Lady and the Tramp. I always like the Kim Possible stuff. Oh, there's Lilo and Stitch. Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. I have Lion King 2, Simba's Pride on VHS. And Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas and Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas. I'm going to watch those during Christmas time, along with Disney's Santa Claus. And National Treasure. There's Oliver and Company. I have it on VHS as well. The Peanuts movie, that's an awesome film. There's Pinocchio. That movie is really awesome. One of my favorite childhood films of all time. Since I agreed with MTN, A Rainbow Pictures Company, Brendan's Movie Corner, Ryan Goodwin's Movie Corner, and Patrick's Movie Corner as well. And Andrew's Movie Corner as well. I always like Disney's Recess as well. Like Recess taking the 5th grade, Recess Schools Out, and Recess All Grown Down. Robin Hood, really awesome film. There's Santa Claus, that's an awesome movie. There's Santa Buddies, that's a great one. The Simpsons movie, that movie is awesome. I'm really huge into Simpsons. And I forgot to mention, there's Fantasia. I remember there's Fantasia. I knew Brendan Pippin made a video about since last year when Brendan's Movie Corner broke the French-Canadian VHS of Fantasia since the 2020s. But Brendan Pippin has broke all the French-Canadian VHS of Fantasias like 10 times, I think. Whatever you do, watch Fantasia on Disney Plus. And do not ever buy another copy of the French-Canadian VHS of Fantasia again. Okay? And there's Tangled, The Sword and the Stone. Those movies are awesome. There's Tarzan, Tarzan Jane, and Tarzan 2. There's Thumbelina. That's a great one. All the Tinkerbell movies are great. There's Tom and Huck. I might actually get that on VHS soon. There's Toy Story, one of my favorite movies. I have it on VHS. Treasure Planet, might get that on VHS as soon as I can. And there's Winnie the Pooh. And that's all we have for Disney Plus. Now let's go over to the Paramount Plus. They have one of my favorites. Like, they got Comedy Central, MTV, and Nickelodeon. I prefer old school Nickelodeon as well as the old school Nickelodeon, as well as my favorite old school MTV and old school Comedy Central, the best. Let's go to my favorites. They got my favorites like Celebrity Deathmatch, Hey Arnold. That's an awesome film. That's an awesome show. MTV's The Real World. I'm a huge fan of 90s MTV. South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut on Paramount Plus. I'm a huge fan of South Park. I might watch South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut on my VHS and DVD for now. South Park's my favorite in my opinion. As well as I managed to watch my South Park seasons 1 through 5 on DVD for my Christmas gift too. Since I ordered my stuff on eBay for my new item since July 31st. Remember that? That was taking my long history though. Clifford the Big Red Dog. I've been wanting to see that in the theater since last time. They got Nick Jr. shows. I always like Nick Jr., the old school Nick Jr. and the new Nick Jr. Dora the Explorer. I do not care for Nick Dora the Explorer. Yeah, never liked that show. Too old. Little Bear, that's a classic. Go Diego Go. Yeah, I'm too old for that show. Go Diego Go. Blue's Clues is my all-time favorite childhood show from my childhood and my teenage years, and never too old for that. I'm glad I'm liking it again, along with Blue's Clues and you. And they got your favorite ones too. And finally, they got my favorite MTV movies, like the Jackass movies I like. Jackass the movie, Jackass number 2, and Jackass 3. I'm a huge MTV's Jackass man. Let's go into MTV real quick. I go over to Vintage MTV, which is my favorite. They got The Real World, MTV's The Hills, Beavis and Butthead, my favorite MTV show from my teen years in high school, along with the children's shows too. Celebrity Deathmatch, there's The State, and some music videos like The Real World, Beavis and Butthead, awesome show, my favorite MTV show, Beavis and Butthead from my teen years, along with children's shows. MTV Unplugged, that's one of my awesome MTV shows, along with Beavis and Butthead. And there's MTV's Daria. And Aeon Flux, really awesome show. And I believe that's all of it, you guys. And I hope you enjoyed my Christmas decorations, my Christmas corner, my Christmas decorations video, and my review of my Disney Plus and my Paramount Plus. And hope you guys enjoy this video. And please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hope you have a happy holidays this year. And be safe and wear your mask during COVID-19 and rock out. Anyways, happy holidays, everyone, and hope you be safe, you guys. And end of video.